We have one of Canada's great whiskey legends, Dr. Don Livermore, Master Blender at Hiram Walker. As Master Blender, he also heads up product development for Pernod Ricard North America, iconic brands like Lot 40. I've got Pike Creek, JP Weiser, and lots more. He has all these incredible accolades and is still so grounded and passionate about the science, the community, his peers. Don, welcome and thanks for making the time today.
Thank you, Terry. That was quite the introduction. I guess over 30 years, I think kind of had me reflecting on the number of things that I've been involved with in the Canadian whiskey scene, and we still got many more things to do. Some
I'm
exciting
excited.
projects, especially in partnership with Lallemand.
Absolutely. Where would you say your flavor comes from?
My flavor comes from, is the best way I describe it, start at my flavor wheel. It really flavor starts from three spots: the yeast, the grain, or the wood. Those are really the three places that I can look at, and that's the center of my wheel. The second ring of that flavor wheel I have is how I can manipulate those things. So I can change the grains of corn, wheat, rye, and barley. I can burn casks a certain way. I can finish whiskeys to bring in flavor to the whiskey. Age certainly gives you a flavor inside of a cask. And yeast is the heartbeat. Yeast is the heartbeat of what we do. Most consumers don't realize it. There's an education need there. But me as a blender, whatever conditions I can put the yeast under, in general, I can force them to make green grass, fruity, floral, soapy, sulfur flavors by changing the pH, the temperature, and even the genetic strains of yeast. I can drive those flavors. If you look at the third ring of that flavor wheel, is what our consumer cares. What does it taste like?
Yeah.
Pears, apples, peaches, roses. The outside ring, the wheel, is a molecular compound that causes those flavors. And that's how he thinks about generating flavor in whiskey. Do you want a whiskey that's spicy? There's a few levers I can pull. I can make whiskey spicy by changing how to burn a barrel. I can bring it in from the grain, right? Or if I want some fruitier flavors, aging whiskey comes out, or I can finish whiskeys. There's different ways to blend and make flavors in a whiskey. And I think that flavor wheel certainly sums it all up and brings it together. It's a master blender's cheat sheet in terms of how to get those flavors that the consumers are looking for into your whiskey.
I love how you are able to separate everything to create the recipes, but then by separating it, you have that predictability. And so you know what taste profile you're going to get.
A great analogy I find that works with consumers is we are like Home Depot. When you go to Home Depot, you go up and reach for that paint can, and it's always white in color. That's your base. And then you bring it down, you add your inks, and you can make any color that you want. That's Canadian whiskey.
Mhm.
And that's why we separate everything. Once you put the ink in the can, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we settled, as most Canadian whiskey producers have done, is separating and isolating things and putting it together. That's what makes us so creative and adaptable. And I think that the challenge for us is not that technically how we make whiskey, it's going out there and telling our story.
Mhm.
Us as Canadians, maybe it's our apologetic nature. I am not sure. But I think going out there and telling the world some of the great things we've done in the Canadian whiskey category is what we need to do, and to get it on the map. And I'm very proud to be Canadian, very proud to be part of the Canadian whiskey the community, for sure, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.